HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. It's your brother and fellow servant Arya from the JMS Orlando camp. Just coming at you with a quick lesson through the spirit on something I just seen on social media. This video right here that's playing, it's just a joke. The state of, Babylon's always been a joke, but especially now. Like, look at what, anytime you see videos of America, Babylon's military coming out, they're always doing some stupid shit. They're always doing TikTok dances. They're always recording themselves being adulterous. It's a bunch of women and homosexuals and transformers, putting themselves on the internet like, yeah, I'm in my fatigues, I'm in my camo, I'm looking so good, I'm doing this and that. It's nothing about discipline, nothing about strength, nothing about anything that you would expect from an actual military, an actual army. It's nothing but folly. I mean, look at this shit. Let me read this just real quick and straight to the, because it speaks for itself. Just a bunch of idiots. Just a bunch of meat shields is gonna get mowed down when the Lord brings that war. Okay? Because this is a joke. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt, which is spiritually America, to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And that's in everything that America does. In every facet of Babylon, of Babylonian life, every aspect of this Babylonian queendom. Okay, it's nothing but perversion. Because this is not how, men, because you deal with men of war. Okay, there shouldn't be any effeminate men, period. There shouldn't be no women, no transformers, none of that. So they have erred in their judgment, in their how they order things, or I should say lack of order, because this is nothing but disorder. It's madness. Look at this demon. Look. Well, the Lord's gonna do what He do, okay? The Lord's gonna do what He do, because this is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. And you don't have no superior officers saying nothing about this, like that. Y'all just letting this, because this is how they get down. Okay. You saw the clip of the other nations' military, and they're organized, they're disciplined. Okay, it's none of this shit. And look at this person. Look at this dude. This is a high officer. I can't watch this. I can't watch this shit, bro. I can't. But you get the point. You get the point. Like the caption said, we finna lose this war. Our military ain't got nothing but TikTok dancing soldiers, and that's a fact. Bunch of dumbass jakes. How you in the military? You got dreads and long ass braids down to your back. Like, what is even going on? What is going on? They said we're supposed to be going to war, and this is our military. Even the people can see, like, this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, this is not it. What it ain't no strong men of war that you can place your lives in their hands and trust them to defend you. No, it's a damn, it's like a college campus. It's like a bunch of stupid young idiotic, perverse weirdos that are just there to party and have a good time and get their Dodge Chargers, and like Eve at the end was saying, but it's muted. They're just there to get some money to pay for their college tuition and post some Instagram pictures and have a good time, make some friends. They're not really there. Like, this is not a military no more. This ain't even a military. Jeremiah 51:30 says, "The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women." And look at what pop up as soon as I read that. Bunch of FAGGOTs, man. They have forborne to fight. The men, the mighty men, right? These supposed to be the mighty men. They have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Niggas in the comfort of their apartments or wherever these bundle of sticks is at, dressing up in drag, going in a transition from the uniform, the fatigues, to drag. Is that not a damn shame? Let me refresh this shit. Alright, Salakia, but this is a shame. This is a shame, bro. And it's mostly Jakes too. It's mostly Jakes. Not, they've learned nothing. They've learned nothing from history. They've learned nothing from their parents, their forefathers, their grandparents. How many times does Jake have to tell you, like, this is not your fight? You're getting involved in some shit that don't got nothing to do with you. This so-called white man has shown himself to be an abuser, a user, right? You have no business signing up for this shit, being involved in none of these forces. Okay? But Jake want to get the bag. Jake want to, do something different. Jake want to be different. Jake think we free. Jake think we equal. With this Juneteenth bullshit, and you want to go into the military and you think you strong because you got pepper spray. That's nothing. Okay? This is madness. So it says, Jeremiah 51:30 again, "The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. And you women are done." Half the women that be in the military is just there to get ran through. Okay? Because you're not doing nothing. You ain't nothing but a desk jockey, a secretary. Okay? And relief for the damn men. Getting used. It's just like the stereotypical, these sorority girls. This is nothing but a glorified college campus. These military bases and all that. Because y'all not really doing shit. You're not really learning nothing for real. Look at these guys. Look at them Russians. Look at them Chinese men. Look at these guys that are actually ready for war. That actually have seen conflict. Okay? That don't come back shell shocked. They really ready for this shit. Jake, especially not Eve. Not even you American Edomites. You not ready for real conflict? Okay? You're all there just to get put to death. Okay? These other nations, they gonna mow you down. This is just you're just firewood. You're just fodder. So, and your dumbass will still gladly put that uniform on. All right, like you're really a part of something great. Like you're really a soldier. Niggas is playing dress up. This is madness. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. All right, because these jakes, they don't really want the smoke. They're not really willing to go to battle. And you know, it says they have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They became as women. Look at this nigga with a dress, with a skirt on, and stockings, and this is a mental. This is, and you know I can't watch this part, but it says they became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Okay, and it's gonna come to that point where, you know, these mighty men of war, they're gonna have their hands on their loins, hands on their loins as if they're travailing with child, like women. Okay, too frightened to do anything. Okay, just, this is so disgusting. I can't watch this shit no more. The Lord's gonna get rid of you niggas, man. I mean, the Lord will get rid of you for the sodomy alone, for being effeminate. Period. You're not gonna see the kingdom of heaven. Not as you are now. You're gonna have to be purified through death by pain. But just for the sodomy alone, just for the transforming and the whoring alone, you're going to get put to death. But you also envying your oppressor. You also want to be a part of this system. Okay, whether you're doing it for a bag or whether you're doing it because you actually think there's meaning behind being a part of Esau's military. All right, the Lord's going to get rid of you. Because every time we see or hear any of this, it's vexing. It's extremely vexing. All right. So the Lord's going to get rid of y'all. And you'll have to learn the hard way. But, you know, that's pretty much it. Prayer this was edifying, exhorting, and uplifting to the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. And we take great comfort in this because we know that, I mean, this, look at this. Look at the state of Babylon. This is supposed to be the upper echelon of Babylonian society, the military versus the regular civilians. Okay, I mean, look at these centurions, look at the police and how unstable them niggas are and how corrupt they are. Bunch of gangs in a uniform with badges and guns. They're gangs. These bunch of unstable, weird gang members that abuse their power. And look at our military, quote unquote our, because it's not ours. All right, the Lord is building up his military with the 144,000 men. The Lord's war were a part of that number. But Babylon's military, Babylon's police force, Babylon's politicians, a bunch of weirdo freaks. Look at the state of Babylon, and we're comforted because that shows that Babylon don't got much longer left. It's completely divided. It's unstable. There's no strength. There's no real masculinity. There's no real leadership. They just allow anything. They tolerate, allow anything, and they call it progress. Well, what do the scriptures say in Isaiah? Let me grab this, because you will not be called liberal no more, because y'all not really liberal. Isaiah 32. I'll just get to the point in verse 5. The vile person, right, shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right, what does the word liberal mean? Strong's H 5081. We're done with that video. I don't want to see that shit no more, so I'm not even going to refresh it. Okay, it says Nadayab or Nadayab. Yeah, Nadayab. All right. Inclined, willing, noble, generous, incited, inclined, princely in rank, noble, the noble one. So willing, free, liberal things, generous, willing hearted, right? And when you think about liberals on the political scale, you think about those that are tolerant of diversity in thought, diversity in lifestyle, beliefs, sexuality, all that type of shit. Liberals, left leaning, okay? Which that's wicked as hell. And a misconstruing of what true liberality actually is, because real liberalness or liberty is, it surrounds righteousness. It's supposed to surround righteousness, because to be liberal, is it's a positive trait. But they are liberal in wickedness. Just because you allow anybody to do any wicked thing they want, that's not good. All right, that's not righteous. That's not positive. It just means that you justify and you allow wickedness. All right. So the vile person shall be no more called liberal. In the NLT it says, in that day ungodly fools will not be heroes. Right? Scoundrels will not be respected. And then the KJV it says, nor the churl said to be bountiful. The real generosity is the mercy of the Lord, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, everything ordered righteously, keeping everyone on the straight and narrow path, not allowing wickedness to run rampant. All right, you have liberty in the Lord, but you have to be confined within. You have to operate within the confines of His laws, the confines of righteousness, which you're not even really confined. You're really protected. You're kept safe, and you're kept on the right path. Because wickedness, that leads to death. Any form of these different things that the world is okay with, that leads to death. But when you operate within the guidelines of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and His righteousness, then that's true liberty. All right. You can live your life how you want to live it according to righteousness. Okay. There's no you're not limited. You're not because they'll say, oh, you're a slave, you're a prisoner, and to an extent, through the Spirit, yeah, we are, but we love it. When you have true understanding, you come to love it. You understand, well, yes, and that's how it's supposed to be. But you people want the freedom, you want the liberty to sin, you want the license to sin and do any wicked things you want. Okay, well, that's not good for you. That's bad. That's going to destroy you. That leads to death. That leads to corruption, and that ruins everything. That ruins the society and ruins the world, which is how we are now. Look at what liberalness, according to the world, has gotten us: filth, madness. Okay, so the vile person shall no more be called liberal. So, all of it, either side of the beast, whatever wing you lean more towards, the right or the left, you're all wicked, and the Lord's going to put a stop to all of it. And there'll be no more of this system, this empire, this these beliefs, these ways of life. It'll just be YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. It'll be a strong nation leading, okay, and ruling according to the Heavenly Father's will, according to the laws, statutes, and commandments, with YAHAWASHI as the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And really, we're not even gonna. There won't even be any war. There won't even be any need for a military anymore. Okay. So again, that's why we take great comfort in seeing these things, although it is very vexing. The bigger picture is that it signifies that we're at the end of this age. All right. And what follows the end of this age is the beginning of, the nation of Israel in all righteousness. Yahawashai's rulership. So now I'll go ahead and close it out. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon all your households. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, great millstone. And blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Tham Yad Wa La I Walam, always and forever. Shalom.